Hello, everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to discuss a few things with you from the Module 3 case study. I know you guys have likely seen your grades. There were a few things that I noticed that I wanted to point out just to kind of make sure that everybody's on the same page. So for question number 1, it talks about what functional deficits in each occupation do you expect Jane might have and why. So a lot of the common answers I got were things like talking about Jane having substance abuse disorder, or about Jane being a prostitute and not being able to get adequate sleep. While those things are true, those things do not utilize the client factors and performance skills language from the OT practice framework. So if you look at your OT practice framework starting on page 43, you'll see there's a chart about performance skills, and it breaks it down into motor skills, process skills, and then if you look a little further down, there are social interaction skills. And essentially what we're asking you to do when we ask you to use that language is to use these words right here. So if she has trouble accommodating, if she has trouble starting or concluding, or if she has trouble producing speech, or maybe she has difficulty with regulating or with replying. So these were the terms that we were looking for in that portion. Then if you go a little further down to page 51, you will see the client factors. And with your client factors, you're looking at values, beliefs, spirituality, but you're also looking at your body functions and your body structures. So anytime somebody is asking you to look at that and talk about functional deficits, they're looking for things like attention, memory, perception, thought, emotional, that kind of thing. So in the future, when that is discussed or asked of you in an assignment, these are the areas we're asking you to refer to. And then the other thing I just wanted to point out, anytime somebody in any of the classes in the program asks you to be sure that you explain your answer and give evidence to support your reasoning, you want to make sure that you're citing the article, and quotes are okay now and again, but if you are just stating your opinion and then providing 2 or 3 quotes, then you're not really showing me that you understand the information. You're showing me that you can cite a quote, which is great, because that means that you're recognizing where that information came from. But what I want to see is that you're able to understand that information well enough that you can break it down and turn it into the information that we need to see or to know that you understand. The other thing that I just wanted to mention, with number 3, something that I noticed was that even though it says for each one in the rubric to include the article as evidence for each one of your answers, many of you did not do that. So you ended up possibly losing points for that because that is part of the requirements of the assignment. So just make sure that in addition to reading the assignment description, that you're also reading the rubric so you don't miss those small details. Now, if anybody has any other questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time.